Steve Schwetman, Talent and Crew Network. Thank you, Chuck. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. William Shakespeare, playwright, poet, actor, philosopher. A man whose creative and literary genius have had an immeasurably profound influence upon the consciousness and culture of the entire English-speaking world. And yet, how much do we inhabitants of the 21st century truly know and appreciate the tremendous body of work contained in this single volume? Too little, I would argue. I believe I could illustrate my point by conducting a brief poll here tonight amongst our audience. If I may have the house lights for just a moment, please. Now, you are a theater-going crowd, no doubt of above-average cultural and literary awareness. And yet, if I may have just a brief show of hands, how many of you have either seen or read any play by William Shakespeare? Any contact with the bar, just raise your hands. Let's see if we can narrow it down a bit, shall we? How many of you have either seen or read, let's see, All's Well That Ends Well? Yes, that seems to be separating the wheat from the chaff rather nicely. Well, let's see who the real trivia champs here tonight of Shakespeare. How many of you have either seen or read King John? King John, anyone? You have? Really? Would you mind telling us what it's about?
It's about a hunchback.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. All right, you laugh, ladies and gentlemen. You scoff, but let he among you who is free from sin live in a glass house. For that face, ladies and gentlemen, that face represents all your faces. That empty brain represents your empty brains. Those glazed eyes are your glazed eyes. And those teeth are your teeth, and they cry out, "Floss me." Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you that our society's collective capacity to comprehend, much less attain, the genius of a William Shakespeare has been systematically shrunken by sitcoms, ravaged by reality shows, and reamed by Rush Limbaugh. But have no fear. Your intellectual salvation is here. We descend among you on a mission from God and the literary muse to spread the holy word of the bard to the masses, to help you take those first halting steps out of the 21st century quagmire of Springer, Morey, and Dr. Oprah O'Reilly and into the future, a glorious future, a future where manly men wear pink tights with pride, a future where this book will be found in every hotel room in the world. This is my dream, ladies and gentlemen, and it begins here tonight. Join us in taking those first steps down the path towards a brave new world of intellectual redemption by opening your hearts. Yes, please open your hearts or your pocketbooks, or simply charge your donation to your MasterCard or Visa by calling 976-BARD right now. Give us your cash if we be friends, and deduct it when the tax year ends. On with the show, and may the Bard be with you. Thank you, and hallelujah!